Hello, hello, hello. Marcia Ben here from Think Premium JA. And today I want to share a bit of a message from Romans chapter 8, verse 28. We know that in all things, God works for good with those who love him, those whom he has called according to his purpose. Now, we experience a lot of heartaches in life, especially in business. As we endeavor to build our businesses, we are also tested as people. However, it's all working for our good. Rejection is protection. Delay is prevention. Disappointment is redirection to people or environments in which God placed our blessing. Every situation that happens is orchestrated by God. If it feels crazy and chaotic to you, that's because you're not the one that made the plan, boo. God made the plan. It's fine for him. You just need to trust God. That's why you didn't make the plan. We're just here living in it. Yes. Right? So even if he feels far away in a particular situation and we're angry in a moment, or you're wondering why you're not hearing from God, or why it seems as if, nobody's here and, the world's just going nuts, your life is falling apart, you're literally going to hell in a handbasket kind of situation, just know that God is there. He is very much there. He's still listening. He's still with you. But those circumstances are being used for good, though, right? Now, according to Romans chapter 8, we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, those whom he's called according to his purpose, right? We understand that. And I also want to say that in understanding that, you have to understand that every business that failed for you, every job or customer that you had to walk away from or that walked away from you, every loss, everyone that may have passed away or is no longer in your life for whatever reason, everyone who misused us in that moment is being used by God for him to get glory in our situation. Our situations are being used to glorify God. Because at the end of the day, you can't count to somebody on what it's like to lose a job if you've never lost a job. You can't reach out to persons about going through grief if you first have not gone through grief. Your message won't be authentic, right? You won't be able to handle what it's like to lose large sums of money if you've not gone through poverty. You won't have an appreciation of different people in your life, like different suppliers that you might come in contact with who treat you well, if you've never gone through a situation where nobody wanted to do business with you or people were trying to undermine you. Just remember that, God is using your situation for your good. He is going to work it out. Your business is going to be successful. You are going to succeed. However, it's not dependent on what you know, who you know, or how you do things. This is because even the most talented salesperson, the most talented salesperson, the most gifted doctor, the most astute business magnate, reaches a point where they're experiencing a crisis. And nothing that they thought they knew or how to do works. Which is why I say from time to time that faith without works is dead. So while it's good to have your strategy, it's good to be versed in your field, it's good to be a master of your craft, it's good to do proper planning, it's good to do your lead generation, and I push it a lot on my platforms. It's good to implement your marketing. It's some consistent improving yourself, absolutely. But what I also want to say that that's not the end all be all. If it's not God's will for that particular thing to work out, it not go work out. And if you push it and it don't work out, I hear about that because it was never God's will anyway. God didn't care about that. You push that. That job that you've been crying about, boo. Oh, you know, so God, you want this. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Because I mean, listen. Sometimes it's not working out because it wasn't for you in the first place. That business that didn't work out, maybe you weren't meant to do business at that time or with those people or do it in that particular way because it would have left you down a path that you probably could have lost way more than you'd gained. You probably could have ended up in prison. You could have ended up dead. You could have ended up being betrayed by people who really never meant you no good. Okay, fine. You are betrayed now. Do you know how much worse it could have gotten? Do you know how many people have died as a result of betrayal from others? You, you don't know, right? So also every disappointment is for a good. And don't ever let yourself think that, woe is me, my situation is just like insurmountable. I can't believe this is happening. I wish I never, don't you dare go down that path. I'm telling you, there's no good down that path. There's no good down there. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Right? Because at the end of the day, comparison is the thief of all joy. And because you get so wrapped up in your situation, you become so self-centered that you forget the people around you and you forget what is going well in your life right now. Like you spend so much time crying over what you don't have that you miss the things that you do have. And you forget to be thankful and appreciative and utilize those things to the best of your ability in your situation to get out of your situation. Because you're so busy crying over the past. I can tell you from experience, don't do it. It's a waste of time. I've done it, absolutely. But I'm telling you, don't do it. No, just remember to trust on God's timing. Everything is dependent on God's timing, right? Now, He's trying to do something new in you. He's trying to bring you to a new level. It will hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable because that's change. So use this season that you're planting your new seeds to understand that you have to plant it. Don't ask me how long it's going to take you for you to get to a harvest. Just plant your seeds and water your seeds. The same day that you plant your red peas or your whatever it is that you're planting, it's not the same day that you're expected to reap. So don't even go into it with that kind of mindset. Just do the best you can, be consistent with whatever you're planting, and just keep planting. If it is for the good of the Lord, according to His purpose, He will nourish it at the right time as He deserves. You don't need to worry about the finer details. That's not even your business. You will get through this. Don't worry about that. You're going to get through this. This crisis that you're experiencing right now serves a purpose. Just rest in God. Trust in God. Be consistent. Continue to work. Continue to be strategic. Continue to be focused. Continue to plan things out as best as you can. Continue to be creative. As a matter of fact, now is the time you want to try those ideas that you'd have been afraid to try before. Because you're learning. That's going to be an opportunity to unlock something within you that you probably never thought of. You want to write that book. You want to go to that networking event, go to that networking event, talk to that person. You never know. Your deliverance may be on the other end of your obedience. You never know. God put that in your heart, follow it. Take it to God in prayer and follow it. Whatever it is, I mean, just if you truly believe in Him and you surrender everything that you're experiencing right now to Him and your future goals, you'll be surprised. And if you don't believe in God, hey, whatever your higher power is, just insert it where it said God. It's live your life. But that's my point. So yes, that is pretty much it for me. I've been Marcia Ben from Think Premium JA. And before I go, just a gentle reminder, I do offer digital marketing services like social media marketing, email marketing, blogging, other forms of sales operating. I have 2 online courses, which I'm linking in the bio below. I also offer business consultation services to help businesses to close more sales, assist them with their marketing, achieving their goals. I also have an online store where I sell several products that you're probably going to be running out of in the next 2 weeks anyway, like protein powders, fabric softener, laundry detergent, meal replacement shakes, a wide variety of vitamins, all-purpose cleaners, makeup, skincare products, you name it, I've got it. So take care. Check me out down below. Have a wonderful day and remember to never stop dreaming.